What is wrong with this team? Everything. I don't know what is wrong. Like, it's just never easy, is it?
A civil war is tearing the Indiana Fever apart from the inside, and it threatens to derail the career of the most exciting player the league has seen in a generation. This isn't just about a few tough losses. This is a battle for control, a philosophical clash between the front office and the coaching staff that has spilled out into the public, exposing a level of dysfunction that could sabotage Caitlin Clark's future.
I'll say it. Fire Stephanie White. Oh boy. Oh boy.
The entire narrative of how the WNBA treats its brightest star is about to be rewritten, and it's getting ugly. At the center of this storm is a conflict so fundamental it's almost hard to believe it's real. A generational talent is being held back by her own coach, and the front office is sounding the alarm.
Like Lin Dunn posting, and this is again the former like GM of the Fever, who's now something to do with the Fever. I don't know what her role is. She goes, don't expect the players to do it if you don't drill it.
The heart of the problem is $1 million superstar with a simple, frustrating restriction. The Indiana Fever have Caitlin Clark, a revolutionary offensive weapon who plays basketball like a chess grandmaster, seeing plays 3 moves ahead. She thrived at Iowa in a free-flowing system where she was the engine, the conductor, and the entire orchestra.
I mean, this offense looked awful, and Sydney Colson, my God, is terrible running point guard on this team. Terrible.
So what did the Fever do with this incredible talent? They handed her over to a coach, Stephanie White, who insists on running a rigid, lifeless motion offense. This system forces Clark to be a simple cog in a machine, not the driver. She is being asked to pass, move without the ball, and wait for an opportunity to be created for her.
They had 0 fast break points. 0 fast break points on the game. 0 fast break points. I don't care what this score ends up.
It's like being gifted a Ferrari and then slapping a speed limiter on it that won't let it go over 20 miles per hour. The strategy isn't just baffling, it borders on deliberate sabotage. On the court, the offense looks stagnant and predictable, wasting precious possessions on sideways passes and clunky handoffs that lead nowhere.
Stephanie White is getting destroyed today. Ken Swift posted this, a picture of what's supposed to be Christie's.
For weeks, the tension was just a rumor, something whispered about by insiders and hinted at in post-game press conferences. You could feel the disconnect, a strange energy between a player built for explosive plays and a coach demanding conservative patterns. But those whispers were about to become a public roar.
Like, they were embarrassingly bad without Caitlin Clark. They were just embarrassingly bad. And I mean this, a good coach will figure something out. A good coach will figure something out. Does this team play defense? No. I mean this team doesn't play defense. They've just gotten lucky. Teams miss shots. They've gotten lucky, teams miss shots. They don't play defense. They still don't play defense. I know they held the Mystics to 83 points. This was a Mystics team who were not shooting well. They don't play defense. They don't defensive rebound. They don't put in any effort. And that's on coach. That is on the coach.
Then the bombshell dropped, exposing the conflict for everyone to see. Lin Dunn, the former general manager and the architect of the Fever's only championship team, decided she had seen enough. Dunn is a legend in the organization, a figure who knows what a winning culture looks like from the inside out.
I'm sorry. There is no way you can have 0 fast break points a team unless you are actively trying to not run. Unless you are trying to not run. You cannot have 0 fast break points as a team. Someone just said it, no defense, no offense, no fight. Outside of Lexi Hull and Aaliyah, or not even, I can't even blame Aaliyah Boston. She didn't touch the ball.
Pushed into a vague senior advisor role after the team decided to go in a new direction, Dunn went on social media and posted a cryptic but devastating message. Don't expect the players to do it if you don't drill it. It was a masterclass in corporate warfare.
Ceiling by becoming a first-team All-WNBA player in year 1. You don't rein her in. You unleash her.
But the Fever got rid of her, and the Fever got rid of her coach. They got rid of her, and they got rid of her coach. They got rid of exactly what she wanted to do. And you know what? I hate saying this. Lin Dunn was probably right when she said it should be a 5-year plan to improve. That the plan to improve should be a 5-year thing.
To the casual eye, it sounds like generic coach speak, but in the context of the Fever's sloppy, rudderless play, it was a direct shot fired straight at Stephanie White's playbook. Dunn didn't just light a match, she threw a grenade into the locker room, and the explosion revealed the deep fractures within the organization.
I actually think that she was right in saying that. She was 100% right, and they fired her to quick fix it. Which is, a little bit disappointing. It is a little bit disappointing.
If you think this is just a case of sour grapes from a former executive, the numbers tell a much darker story. The statistics from this season aren't just evidence. They're an indictment of the entire coaching philosophy. They paint a picture of a team that is actively better when the coach's system is bypassed.
Backwards, and it makes Lin Dunn's criticism hit harder.
I legitimately just cannot believe this is going on. We're turning into the Chicago Sky. Why are we turning into the Chicago Sky? We're turning into this is just a dysfunction. It's becoming dysfunctional. You're now seeing all these memes.
When Caitlin Clark is on the court, the Indiana Fever's offensive rating is a respectable 107.5. The second she steps off the court to rest, it plummets to 82.2. That is a 25-point collapse. It's not a drop-off, it's a complete system failure that proves the team has no identity beyond its star player. But perhaps the most damning statistic of all is this. In one recent brutal loss, the team had 0 fast break points. 0. You almost have to be actively trying not to run to achieve that. This isn't a team struggling to find its rhythm. This is a team being suffocated by a system that punishes creativity and speed. To understand how this disaster happened, you have to look at Coach White's history. She brought this exact motion offense with her from her previous coaching job at the Connecticut Sun. On paper, it makes sense. The system had a degree of success there. It was designed for a team of equals. But that success came with a team of role players designed to execute a balanced, predictable offense. The Connecticut Sun had one glaring omission. They didn't have Caitlin Clark. White is trying to transplant a system built for a team of equals onto a team with a generational transcendent star. This shows a stunning inability to adapt, a refusal to acknowledge that when you have a weapon like Clark, you don't ask her to conform to the system. You build the entire DMN system around her. It's a fundamental error in coaching judgment, and the results are playing out in embarrassing fashion every game night. This on-court disaster has triggered an open revolt among the fans. Social media is on fire with criticism, with many openly questioning if White is the right person for the job. The patience that fans usually afford a new coach has evaporated in record time. And these aren't the new casual fans who just tuned in to see Clark play. These are the ride or die supporters, the ones who have stuck with the Fever through years of mediocrity. They're flooding social media with calls for White to be fired and creating memes mocking the stagnant offense. When you lose your most loyal followers this quickly, it's no longer a red flag. It's a 5-alarm fire, a clear signal that the person at the helm has lost the faith of everyone watching. A good coach figures it out. A good coach adapts. But what the fans are seeing is stubbornness, not strategy. What makes this whole situation even more infuriating is seeing how other top teams operate. Look at the Las Vegas Aces with Aja Wilson or the New York Liberty with Sabrina Ionescu. Those organizations don't try to system their stars into oblivion. They empower them. They hand them the keys and build an entire identity around their unique talents, understanding that greatness needs to be unleashed, not contained. The Fever, meanwhile, seem committed to a backwards philosophy, putting the system before the player. They are actively choosing to waste the once-in-a-lifetime talent they were gifted. This isn't just about this season's championship hopes. This is about squandering the prime years of a player who could redefine the sport, all because of a coach's refusal to pivot from a failing plan. We may have already reached the point of no return. This public feud and the team's on-court struggles are creating a toxic environment. It's eroding the trust between a superstar player, her coach, and the front office. You can see the frustration in Clark's body language after another pointless possession. This isn't just about X's and O's anymore. It's about respect. If the Fever organization can't figure out how to unleash the most valuable asset they've ever had, you can be sure other teams around the league are watching and waiting. Greatness doesn't wait for permission. Ultimately, this entire mess comes down to a battle of ego versus common sense. The Indiana Fever are at a crossroads. They can continue down this path of dysfunction, clinging to a rigid system while their superstar talent withers on the vine, or they can make a change and swallow their pride. The choice is to finally build the team around the phenomenal player they were lucky enough to draft. The clock is ticking, and an entire nation of new basketball fans is watching. Will they fix this implosion, or will they become a cautionary tale of how to ruin a golden opportunity?